We need to find out what he was like before all of this, so that when we know how this incident damaged him, how it expresses himself, and how the world sees him.
Right. There's very specific damage to this very specific character by the wife walking out, and now she's back.
Right.
So that's kind of the foundation, I would think, of everything that's going on for that character.
Yeah, and Jim and I rarely identify the race or the ethnicity of the characters. We just don't generally do it unless it's important. But we got into a pretty interesting argument about it on our last thing that we were writing, because this was in the future. It's a sci-fi thing, and I wanted to make the character Muslim, and we named him Khalid, and then I really wanted to get into that, and Jim did not want to get into that. And it was interesting. Jim, you want to talk about why you didn't want to get into that?
I didn't want to get into it because for two reasons. One being that I get tired of religious stereotyping in scripts, and we've written a number of things that had some religious element in it in one way or another, and I'm sort of tired of that. And the other thing was that, I was aspiring a little bit to a Gene Roddenberry kind of future where people's backgrounds things have gotten more homogenized. Whatever people's roots might have been, they don't necessarily hold the same specifics for those characters.
Right. It's sort of this post-racial world is what you were talking about. And I hated that. I was against that, because I find that very idea to be kind of racist in a weird way, because
that argument's been made.
Right.
For sure.
And so we went round and round and round, and ended up in some sort of middle nothing ground that eventually, if we ever made this, we'd probably have to choose something. So it's a tricky issue, and I don't. There are aesthetic choices, political choices. There's a lot going on there, so we don't have to dwell on it. Zach, I just wanted to talk about, I'm basically using this story to process some of the struggles we've had in dealing with this question of ethnicity and race in our characters.